do it anyway.
Righto. I would argue against that we don't need someone from business. I think we need someone with business acumen. I think we need someone to get into the system and get rid of the paranoia that runs the university. We have a system here which is based on fear. I mean, if the Board of Regents want to do anything, they want to go through their 1980s, 1990s and 2000 rules and regulations and streamline them. Get rid of, how many times does a document for CIP have to go to the Board of Regents? I'm told it's 5 times. It's that stupidity which is bringing down everything. It's creating fear within the system for people to get forward and move and develop a strong educational research and extension-based program. And so if you have a good business person who understands the university or has some understanding or is willing to take advice from someone and is willing to go and start chopping heads, which unfortunately our friend Dobell offered to do but never did, you know, I'm not opposed to it. I think we need to see who comes forward and not say, oh, we can't have a businessman, because there are, in fact, I think, good business people out there. And, but getting rid of the fear that exists, oh, we're going to make an example of you, Bob, because you did something wrong, and, you know, for the next 20 years you'll suffer. I'm talking about me, don't you? No. Paranoia is not what I'm concerned with, but I am concerned with the way we are functioning fiscally and management-wise. It is really pushing everyone down. We're putting money into things without really looking at whether that money is going well. And we're making decisions based on fear of doing something. That's why we have 20 levels of approval for your travel, right?
Oh, yeah. No, you're absolutely right on that. I mean, I agree.
This is my pet rant, so
Yeah,
you know,
no,
at this point you can forget about it.
And I was a researcher for 27 of my 30 years, so I know exactly what you're talking about. And you know, I've had my arguments with fiscal officers and the rest of that. And there is that fear. Unfortunately, I don't think somebody like a John Bean that was head of CPD is going to come in and change that culture. I think it's just going to make it worse. Yeah. I mean, when Tom Apple came in, that was the first thing he said was, you know, this is ridiculous. You know, why are there all of these blocks? And yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting, because we've had our lovely little campus, which regularly makes the newspapers. Last spring, our entire HR office walks out. You may have read about that one, with no notice. We're leaving. And we've replaced them, but they still run everything. And it's almost as if, I mean, I don't know exactly what happened to make them walk out, but we've got this situation where the business office and the human resource office is telling us what we have to do and not do. And the chancellor of our campus is wasted all kinds. We just made bad decisions in facilities management and wasted money. We've had roofs collapse and have to find out, faculty has to then find out where to hold their classes because the building that they've been assigned to is in ruins because of bad decisions about putting a new roof up during the rainy season. And it's crazy, some of the decisions that get made.
Can I ask you all, just quick show of hands, how many of you have ever had someone at the university say, how can I help you? 2, 3?
3 people. 4 people.
4 people.
Can we have 5?
But well,
that's the question.
That was too depressing to ask.
The 2 things that are missing. 2 things are missing. This is my private rant. My eyes have been fully dilated today, so we spend time planning. We don't start out and say, I have this amount of resources to allocate to what comes out. I am going to implement what the plan. And that's what we have. We just collect plans. And it wastes faculty's time, And the business officers don't change. The human resources don't change. You know, their idea of change is to give you a workshop on how to do what they want you to do correctly. You know, it's not to say that our business practices are in any way stupid. It's I'll give you a workshop to tell you how stupid they are and what you should do.